Hello and welcome students. In the last video lecture I had explained you the topic that is diagram. In that we had understood the importance, the limitations of diagrams and even the types of diagrams. In that I had explained you the two different types of one-dimensional diagram, that is bar diagram and multiple bar diagram. Now in this video lecture I am going to teach you the remaining two different types of one-dimensional diagram, that is simple divided bar diagram and percentage divided bar diagram. So for that I am taking the question number 5 of exercise 2.3 of your textbook, that is on page number 55. Okay. So how information, let us read the question first of all. Information regarding the age of persons living in two different regions is as under. Presented by using an appropriate diagram. Now over here the data is given to you of the age of different persons of two different regions only. So you have to decide that which type of diagram or which type of graph you have to draw in a particular question. Over here it has been given to you that two different region data has been given to you. So you have to draw only two bars representing region A and region B. So over here you have to apply that is simple divided bar diagram. Students, mind well, in exam it would not be given to you that which diagram you have to apply. That depends upon the question, upon the data that has been given to you in the question. Over here you can see the different age groups of persons have been given to you of two different regions only. So we have to draw a simple divided bar diagram dividing all the data of age of two different regions into two different bars only. So over here we have to apply that is simple divided bar diagram. So students, while getting the question, such type of question in the exam, you have to be very careful as to which diagram you have to apply in a particular question. Okay. And after deciding that we have to apply over here simple divided bar diagram, let us understand how to represent the data in a graph. Okay. So first of all, you can see I have made a table over here. In this table, I have represented the age in the first column, that is already given in the question, that is less than 15, 15 to 35, 35 to 60 and more than 60. In the second column, I have represented region A and region B in the third column. Okay. Now region A that I have divided into two parts and region B also I have divided into two parts. Okay. Now in region A, the first column, that is the number of persons that is given to you in the question. You can see that is 480, 360, 240 and 120, that is given to you. And for region B also number of persons that is given to you, that is 350, 250, 200 and 200. Also total is given to you, that is 1000 for region B and 1200, that is for region A. Okay. This much data has already been given to you in the question. Now the new point over here is that of the dividing line. How to divide the entire bar of region A into different lines, into different sectors. Okay. Now first of all you can see the total number of persons, that is 1200 in region A. So each and every value you have to subtract from 1200. First of all you will subtract from the total, that is 1200 minus 480. Remaining that will come, that is 720. Now whatever answer you are getting in the first data, that you have to take in the second value also. Okay. So 720 minus the next data, that is 360. So 720 minus 360, remaining value that would come to 360. Same way that whatever answer you got in the second one, you have to take in the third one. So 360 minus 240 is equal to 120. And last one I have put here nil, because 120 minus 120 it will come 0 only. So I have just put dash over here, and total also you don't have to do in case of dividing line. Now as you have done for region A, same way you have to do for region B also. Here you can see the total that was given to you for region B, that is 1000. So each and first of all you have to subtract 1000 from the first value, that is 350. So remaining that would come to 650. Now that same answer you have to take in the second value also. So 650 minus 250, it would come to 400. Again that answer you have to take in the third value. So 400 minus 200, it would come to 200. And last one again nil over here, because 200 minus 200 it would come to 0. And no total in case of dividing line. So in this way you have to first of all make the table, and then afterwards you have to do the graphical representation of the data in the graph. Okay. Now after making the table, let us see how to represent the data in the graph. Okay. First of all you can see that horizontal line, that is x-axis, the basic things we are knowing, and the vertical line, that is y-axis. Also what you are representing on x-axis, that is region. Okay. That is A region and B region. And on y-axis you are representing, that is number of individuals. Now been given the total of region A, that is 1200. Okay, so you have to carry forward your data up till 1200. Okay, so the maximum data you have to carry forward, that is 1200, because for region B that is less, that is 1000 only. So your data or your graph on y-axis, that should be carried forward up till 1200. Okay, so I have taken the scale of y-axis, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 100. Okay, after deciding the scale, we have to represent the data on y-axis and x-axis. You can see I have represented region A and region B by keeping equal gap between both the regions. Then afterwards on y-axis, I have started from 100, 1 centimeter is equal to 100, 200, 300, up till 1300. You can represent up till 1200 also. Okay, so up till 1300 I have carried forward my data on y-axis. Okay, now after representing all these things, let us represent the data of region A and region B. First of all, for region A, the first one, that is less than 15, that is 720. Okay, so here you represent that is 720. Between 700, more than 700 little bit, so it will come to 720. Then afterwards, next data, that is 360. So here you can see between 300 and 400 that I have represented the line, that is 360. Then afterwards, third dividing line, that is at 120. So more than 100 little bit, that will come to 120. Okay, so in this way, 4 different parts will come by this dividing line. That is first, second, third and fourth. 4 different parts, because 4 different age groups are given to you. Okay, now let us see first age group, that is less than 15 given to you, that is 480. So you can see that is total, that is 1200 given to you. From 1200, if you will subtract 720, it will come to 480. So this is the area of less than 15. Okay, then afterwards 720 minus 360, difference that will come to 360. So this area is representing, that is the age group 15 to 35. Then afterwards 360 minus 120. So this area, that is 240. This is representing the age group, that is 35 to 60. Okay, and the last one, that is more than 60, that is this part 0 to 120. So this last part is representing the age group, that is more than 60. So in this way, we have to draw the graph for region A. In the same way, we have to draw the bar for region B also. Okay, now in region B, first of all, the dividing line is 650. First of all, you have to draw the bar up till 1000, because the maximum or the total number of persons, that is for region B, that is equal to 1000. So you have to draw your bar up till 1000. Over here up till 1200. Okay, so up till here 1000, the first dividing line, that is at 650. So you can see between 600 and 700, I have drawn the first dividing line, that is 650. Then afterwards, the next dividing line, that is at 400. So exactly on 400, the second dividing line. Then after the third one, that is 200. So exactly on 200, the third dividing line. So in this way also, in this region also, the 4 different parts or 4 different age groups we have got. Okay, first, second, third and fourth. Okay, now let us see. First one, that is less than 15, that is 350. Okay, so total, that is 1000. So 1000 minus 650 if you will do, then this region, that is 350. So 350, that is representing the age group of less than 50. Then after 650 minus 400, then it will come to 250. Here you can see 250, that is for 15 to 35. So this area is representing 15 to 35. Then afterwards 400 minus 200, so this area is representing 35 to 60 age group of persons, that is 200. And last one, that is 0 to 200, that is representing more than 60 age group, that is 200. Okay, so in this way you have to divide the entire region into different parts according to the data that has been given to you. Okay, now after completion of this work, the main important work over here is to distinguish all the different age groups. How to distinguish by doing different patterns. Okay, you can do any of the patterns. It is not compulsory that whatever patterns I have done over here, you have to represent the same thing. You can do the pattern of your own choice. But see that whatever the patterns you are representing in the bars, that you have to show on the right hand corner after the scale. That is compulsory. Okay, so that while the person who is checking your paper, they can identify that what is this line or this pattern representing. Okay, so here you can see this first diagonal line that I have represented, that is less than 15. Then afterwards the dot that I have represented, that is 15 to 35 age group. Then afterwards the vertical lines, that is representing 35 to 60. 35 to 60 age group, and the last one, that is circles that I have drawn, that is representing more than 60. So just by looking the symbols or patterns, you can identify that it is the area 55. So we have completed the third method, that is simple divided bar diagram. Now we are going to continue with the next method, that is the fourth method of one-dimensional diagram, that is percentage divided bar diagram. So for that I have taken the question number 6, that is of the same exercise 2.3 on the same page, that is 55. Okay. Now over there it is given, draw the percentage divided bar diagram for the data given in example 5. It means whatever question number 5 we have done, that same data we have to utilize and you have to represent it in the percentage divided bar diagram. Data will remain the same for 5th and 6th question, but the type of diagram is different. Over here you have to represent simple divided bar diagram. Over here you have to represent percentage divided bar diagram. Okay. So for that, the same type of table you have to make, only one column would increase, that is of percentage. Okay. So first of all, age column, then afterwards in region A and region B. In case of simple divided bar diagram, there were 2 columns in case of region A and region B. Over here 3 columns in case of region A and region B. Okay. The first one, that is number of persons, that is already given to the question. In the same way for region B also number of persons, that is given to the question. Okay. Now total also is given, that is 1200 and 1000. Now how to divide that data in percentages. Okay. So that we have to find out. Over here you can see 1200. So for 1200 the total percentage, that is 100. Then for 480, how much percentage? Okay. So 480 multiply by 100 divide by 1200. Then you will get the answer, that is 40. Okay, so the first percentage divided line, that will come as 40%. So here, over here, you have to divide all the data in percentage. Okay, out of 100, you have to divide the entire age group in different percentages. Okay, so the first data that you have got, that is 40%. The same way you have to count for 360. That is for 1200, 100%. Then for 360, how much? So 360 multiply by 100 divide by 1200. Then you will get 30%. In the same way you have to count for 240, then it would come to 20%. Then for 120, then it would come 10%. Okay. So in this way, and you have to verify that the total of this percentage, it should come to 100. Here you can see 40 plus 30, 70, 70 plus 20, 90, 90 plus 10, that will come to 100. In the same way, now after dividing all the data of age groups in percentages, we have to draw the dividing line. We have to find the dividing line. So you can see over here in the simple divided bar diagram, we were subtracting from the total, that is 1200. But over here you have to subtract from the percentage, total percentage, that is 100. Okay. So first one we will subtract, that is 100 minus first percentage, that is 40. So 100 minus 40 is equal to 60. And after same total, what for first answer what you have got, that is 60. Then you will take the second value, that is 60 minus 30. So remaining that would be 30. That same answer you will take for the third value. So 30 minus 20 will come to 10. And last one 10 minus 10, so nil. Okay. Now same thing in case of region B. In case of region B, total, that is 1000. So for 1000 it would come to 100%. Okay. Then for 350, how much percentage? So it would come to 35%. It's very simple. So 35%, same way 250, so 25%, 200, so 20%, and again here 200, so 20%. Total it should come to 100. Here you can see 35 plus 25 would come to 60, 60 plus 20, 80, and 80 plus 20, total that would come to 100%. Okay. Always see that the total should come 100%. Okay. Now after finding the percentage, let us find the dividing line. So first one, that is total 100% minus 35, so 65. Same total, first answer that you place in the second value. So 65 minus 25, remaining that would be 40. Again third one, that is 40 minus 20, remaining that would be 20. And for the fourth one, 20 minus 20, so nil. Okay. So here in this percentage divided diagram, you have to divide the whatever the age groups of the data that has been given to you in different percentages, and accordingly you have to find the dividing line. So this is a new point in this method. Okay. Now after dividing it into percentages and finding the dividing line, you have to represent in the same way as we are representing in the simple divided bar diagram. Over here also horizontal axis, that would be horizontal line, that would be x-axis, and vertical line that will be representing y-axis. On the right hand top corner, you have to represent the scale, that is x-axis will represent region, and y-axis scale that I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 10%, because here whatever the data has been given to you of different age group of persons, that I have divided into percentages. So up till your data should be carried forward up till maximum, that is 100%. Okay. So scale on y-axis that I have taken, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10%. Okay. So here you can see I have represented y-axis, first one 0, then 10, 20, 30, 40 up till 100. Okay. Now on my x-axis I have represented A region and B region by keeping equal distance. Now let us represent all the percentage of region A and B on the graph. Okay. First of all, region A. Region in the first percentage, that is dividing line that is coming here to represent dividing line, not the percentage. Okay. So first dividing line that is at 60. Okay. So here you can see I have drawn that is 60. 60 exact at 60. Second one that is 30. So here you can see the next dividing line that is 30. Then afterwards 10. So the third dividing line is at 10. Okay. So 4 different parts you have got of 4 different age groups. Okay, so you can verify the total, that is 100. So 100 minus 60. So the first data that is representing 40%. What is 40%? That is for less than 50. Then afterwards 60 minus 30. So it would come here 30. That is representing which age group? That is 15 to 35. In the same way 30 minus 10. So difference that would come to 20. So this part is representing the third age group, that is 35 to 60. Okay. Then afterwards last one that is more than 60, that is 10. So here you can see 0 to 10. So this part is representing the age group that is more than 60. Okay. Now in case just as we have done for region A, same way we have to do for region B also. You have to draw the bar up till 100% in both the regions. Okay. Now first dividing line, that is 65. Okay. So first dividing line you have to draw in between 60 to 70, that is exact 65. Then after the second dividing line that is at 40. So here you drawn at 40. Then the third dividing line is at 20. Okay. So in this way, after dividing, you have got 4 different areas of 4 different age groups. Okay. So first area, that is, you can see 100 minus 65. So you will get 35. Okay. So that is representing the age group that is 50, less than 15. First one that is less than 15. That is 100 minus 65. So it would come to 35. Then afterwards next one, that is 65 minus 40. So it is representing 25. So 25 that is coming for 15 to 35 age group. Okay. Then afterwards 40 minus 20. So this is representing 20%. 20% means the age group between 35 to 60. And the last one, that is 20. So again it is representing the last age group that is more than 60. So in this way you have to divide the entire region of A and B into different age groups only in one single bar. Okay. So that is the end of the sum. One more thing, as you are representing the patterns on the right corner after the scale in case of simple divided bar diagram, in the same way you have to represent the pattern after the scale in case of percentage divided bar diagram also. You can draw any pattern of your choice, but see that don't forget to represent your pattern in a box on the right side of the graph. Okay. So here you can see I have drawn the first 15 to 35 age group that I have represented with the diagonal line. Then afterwards with dots. Third one that I have represented with vertical lines, and fourth one without any kind of pattern. Okay. So here you can see first one that I represent a simple pattern with less than 15, representing the age group that is less than 15. Second one that is dot, that is representing 15 to 35 age group. Then afterwards vertical lines, that is representing 35 to 60 age group. And the last one without any kind of pattern, that is representing more than 60 age group. So that is compulsory to be written. Even though your representation is not correct, but you have done the patterns and the scale and the representation of the unit in a correct way, then also you will get certain marks in the examination. So students, be careful and draw the graph in a perfect way. Okay students, so this is the end of the first method, that is the one-dimensional diagram. In the next video lecture, I will be explaining you the next type of diagram, that is two-dimensional diagram. Till then, keep revising, practicing. Goodbye, stay blessed.